I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Check it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You are feeling sleepy. Under deep hypnosis, I'm the composer, master of the opus. Mind on cruise control, lost all focus. Puppet masters love pulling strings, herding the sheeple by selling dreams. You have to be asleep to live the American theme. They create the problem, then deliver the solution. Profit of both ends, I'll be fought for the illusion. The government are all one, but promote to divide. Walk right into the trap cause most people are blind. They can't see the plan has conquered the mind. While we sit here and argue, we can't get back time. History stays relevant, destroying our future. Self-destruction has become part of the culture, while the rich feed off the dead like vultures. No more hibernation, awoke the sleeping giant. Put a ripple through the system, awakening and vibrant. I'm the alkaline of water, Poseidon with the trident. Bitch.
I came on feet.
H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. My ideology is just an idea of the shit I run like diarrhea, waking up non-believers. And I'm not talking about Jesus neither. I got my dad and my mother's features. I use my nose to measure evil, the treasure keeper. My mind thoughts measure deeper but higher than Ebenezer. Weapon squeezer, lesson teacher. I've risen from what's left from reefer. You can feel the chakras forming space right between us. I travel veins, and the ending's just beginning. Now we need ventilation just to walk the nation. We facing elimination. I'm looking at this shit sideways. Now we witnessing tidal waves. Mass destruction. Mother Earth going to war against the wrong people. Turns out of the question we had our chance to. And everything you read in Revelations is gonna come true. I speak in tongues, come from worlds beyond this atmosphere. Writing hieroglyphics, a descendant building a pyramid with my brain. Like them Egyptians, the core of my mind enables me to travel back in time. You know the body stopped, but the soul will never die. 2,000 years ago, I was here, but in a different life.
Always gotta play that Sir Drop. It's my favorite track. Peace, Marcel, Mark Basket. How was your Christmas, Marcel? I got some pretty good screenshots of I talked about the train station that was tore down, and I don't know where Divergent got these pictures. You could see his little forehead down in the left hand corner, but This is the train station. I mean, everything is so huge in these pictures. I mean, look at the people. And they say they built this in a year or 6 months to tear it down. Come on. Really? You're going to build something triple our size to tear it down. We can't even build this today, but they built it back then with horses and horse buggies. Let me take this stupid Christmas tree down. This building, I like this building. There's no windows in it, none. Let's see, let's do some trolling today. Yeah, with men on horseback. Peace, Joe Moore. Yeah, they were moving granite bricks with horses and wood carriages. Oh, you got to come up here, Marcel. If you're under anesthesia, that sucks. I know how it is. I was in a car accident. And when I was in that car accident, my face hit, it was an 85 Buick. If anybody knows about 85 Buicks, their steering wheels are like freaking steel beams. And my face hit my mouth hit the steering wheel. And then my head went into the fucking, split my head open on the windshield. I knocked teeth out, swallowed teeth, all types of shit. And my teeth being knocked out hurt more than my forehead. And that hurt. For some reason, them nerves in your mouth, whoo, buddy. That's why I think our teeth, dentists keep the teeth when they pull them. There's something in the teeth, man, that it reminds me of like something that has to do with frequency, your teeth. I got one more peek through this one. It's the same building from another angle. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. If people are looking for the live stream I had with the troll, I got it on private. I'm probably going to erase it from this channel, and it's on my second channel. I'll leave it up. You know, maybe I was a little hard on the troll, but he was disrespecting women. And then he said, I let women, got me by the balls. It's the problem with religions, man. They think they're above everything. But anyway, I know that, you know, the guy had 20 subs to his channel. Now, I'll find out who it was. I have a few ideas. If he comes back today, he'll be banned for life. And every account he makes will be banned for life. So what solutions are people like, you know, for 2024, instead of a resolution with solutions? Peace La Young. I know my solutions are going to be growing some fruit. I said fruit. Some food, fruit. I try to put food and fruit in the same word. I called it fruit. Ha ha ha! Marcel, you're funny. You know, people think the G that I'm a Mason because I have a spinning G. I like trolling doing that because instead of people asking me, they assume. Um, if I was a Mason, I wouldn't lie about it. I would be straight up. Fuck do I need to lie for? Let me take this Christmas tree out of here. See ya. You're done. Take this Christmas tree out. You're done. I could do that or that. But I'll stick with this. I'm going to fix my diet and try to eat healthier and start working out more. And yeah, peace, Anna K. Yeah, when he started disrespecting, I think it was you, Anna K, and then Candy. I said enough's enough, man. I was gonna let him rock too. I was gonna let him say what he had to say, but he started running his mouth like he was fucking whoever it was. Could be anybody. That could have been Jesus himself. Who knows? But this train station is remarkable. I mean, all this architecture. But yeah, for my solutions, I will to work on my intake of food. Um, Try to do more greens, like the guy said, to flush out the metals. Because in reality, you still need minerals and some metals in your body, because you are a battery. But you know, small amounts. They're flooding the bodies with stuff. That's not good. And I'm gonna work on my inner peace more. That's another thing. Peace, Yolanda. I gotta work on stop smoking cigarettes, man. They took a toll on my lungs. But congratulations on that, Joe Moore. You quit smoking, man. That's a huge step forward. Feeling like shit is taking those steps. You feel like you're going backwards. But once that's passed, like a month or two, excuse me, it's smooth sailing. Like, I know from past past anchors of drinking, uh, doing Percocets and shit like that. Quitting that shit was a motherfucker. But after about 2 months, I started to feel so much better, and I realized we're putting hella poison in our body. Because you don't feel the effects until you stop. And you realize, fuck, this is what it's doing to my body. People think the next morning effect is bad. And I wasn't a deep alcoholic. I wasn't drinking all day. Yeah, you were saying about that. Let me write that down. Zeolith. Alright. How was everyone's Christmas? I'm so glad that fucking day is over. Now I don't gotta think or see all these people with their families. It's depressing for me, at least. At least New Year's will be better. I was thinking, Anna K, who the hell's Ty Marcel? And then I was like, oh, thank you, Marcel. Like, who's Ty? What do people think about this architecture? I mean, it's unbelievable. Too bad they didn't have, like, I mean, the pictures aren't that bad for an old picture. Like, I've noticed in this picture, there's no windows. It has the cymatic up at the pitched roof. The fucking windows and archways are like 3 times the size of us. And the freaking building's like over a mile long. I think this is the other end of the Crystal Palace, believe it or not. That building you see way down in the back is the Crystal Palace. That sucks, Marcel. Yeah, but it's good to talk to your family, Anna Kay. Well, I think we were created by the taller people. Um, you know, that biting the apple thing in the Bible, right? You got New York City, it's called the Big Apple. You got Microsoft, right? Which symbol is an apple. Oh no, I mean Apple. Sorry. Isn't Microsoft and Apple the same? No. But anyway, Apple, you got the Big Apple, New York, peace, Hurricane JW. Now I just think, it's something genetic. They say the tree of knowledge. Wouldn't the tree of knowledge could also be the placenta? People forget that memory. In order for you to have your father and your mother's looks, or for you to grow in the womb, wouldn't there have to be a memory to shape you too, not just a sound, cymatics, for the baby to take shape? It's almost like a computer program and shit. But they like to mock that Apple thing a lot. And I think sometimes people overreact with that shit. Like, you've seen a version of the overreaction when the guy was trolling the Sunday, was it? Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday, because I didn't go live yesterday. Religious people put themselves on a pedestal. Not all. There are ones, and that's what I dislike. That's a good idea, Marcel. It could be an Apple phone or a tablet. I mean, I'm pretty sure apples hold a lot of memory. They do say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And that's no lie. A doctor won't tell you for the most part, but there is a video of a bunch of doctors, and I didn't get the joke until the end of the video. And the lady that they were graduating, and everyone was happy, and then the guy pulled an apple out of his lab coat, a doctor, and all the doctors went, ah, and started running. Just like Hurricane JW, just like that Prodigy said. He said, basically, he's so mad he laughs, and he's so happy he cries, or something like that. It's in one of my favorite albums that he put out. Is the first installation to, what's the album called? It's one of his newest albums. He dropped it the year he died. Damn it. Hegelian Dialectic. Good album. I know I'm live on 2 channels, so if people aren't subbed, you know, in the description, I always put links to my other 2 channels and to my Instagram. Sometimes I put my Facebook, but I'm rarely never on Facebook. Like, I don't know what people see so good in Instagram. You can only put like pictures and quick videos. And you could go live on there too, but I haven't yet. I might try one day and see what happens. Or go live on Facebook to get my people from Facebook to come here. I'm working on, I gotta get your link again, Hurricane JW. I think I have it written down for Van Lab. If people want to get on the beat, I'm writing something every day. I'm trying to get my friend James, that would be my brother, to get on the beat. He's the one I made that album I always talk about when I was like 19. Back when tapes were being played. Damn, you're kind of behind, Marcel. I said you should come up a long time ago. Your tired lower lip is numb. Crikey, mate. Well, if you put Facebook, if you put that on Instagram, you get FBI. Somebody said that, I laughed. I said, no shit, huh? Like, you know, people think this is being watched and this, they're watching all of them. They hire people to watch it all. Especially the channels that record the police. I tell them, bro, y'all need to be careful with that shit. You know, these snakes, they'll let you do what you want to do, and then they'll counter it with a new law. You know, they master that shit. They'll let you come record, and when are people gonna realize that? You know, if they can convict people in the federal court, that's crazy, Hurricane. You got fired. That's fucked up. If they can convict you in the federal court system with no evidence. This guy said he had no drugs. They caught him with no drugs, no guns, and they built the case off of crimes in his projects. He did 30 years for it. And he said, you know, I'm going to look into his record because I believe him. I want to see, though. They built a whole case on him and gave him 30 years off of crimes he didn't commit. And I believe they do that to people. And he thought he was going to win the case because they had no evidence on him. There was no physical evidence. And he catch him with anything. And yet, boom. So, if that ain't corruption, I don't know, man. If the feds pick you up, you better be nervous. Because those are football numbers. Like, you know, people have faith in the system, and some people think, you know, they could fix it, and we're going to fire these people, and maybe, but it don't look like that. Who knows what's up with Trump? I heard my roommate had told me that they said on the news Trump can't run, and he was leading. Oh my God, the lead he had, they showed, he had like 60 or 40 to 60% of votes, and the rest little tight digits was everyone else. So, you know, I knew that was going to happen. I knew they wasn't going to let him back. I try to tell the Trumpers that. And it's all it's all to break down people's egos, and it's to break you down, to make you feel like there's no hope. It's all by design, man. And I personally think the Trumpers are part of it. And if he's not, my apologies, but man, the dentist screwed my teeth up. He gave me those metal fillings, and man, let me tell you, that shit created more cavities. Those metal fillings are dangerous. And then, dentists are just hack artists. They're no better than, you know, not all dentists. There's good dentists out there, but you know, getting teeth pulled and drilled and all that's painful shit. Trump makes the election entertaining because in reality, watching the election is very boring. True. Trump is controlled for sure. You know, in the Bible, it says there will be, what is it, 1,000 years of peace, and then the trumpets will sound. Could be mistaken. 4 years in office is a little over 1,000 days. And what happened? There was peace when Trump was in for the most part. 1,000-something days. As soon as he got out, bing, that ended. It's all by design, man. I'm just sick and tired of it. We need some solutions. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just thought of that hurricane, JW. I just was thinking, because Trump, they were saying, you know, a lot of Christians are saying Trump is symbolizing the trumpets that, you know, and all them sounds you were hearing around the world that sound like humming sound or a trumpet, like boom. People are saying that's God sounding, and you're like, oh, this bullshit. Like, people are saying the Euphrates is drying up, and that's when the 4 angels in prison are going to get released. Well, the Colorado River is drying up because they're damming the frickin' water. I haven't heard a person yet say, well, maybe they're putting dams up. You know, who knows? As long as they write something and then they play it out, people are going to buy it, most people. They're going to say, oh, they predicted the future. I could say in 2 weeks, I'm going to buy some Nikes. Or, let me make a better one. I could say in 2 weeks, somebody's going to buy me Nikes. And in 2 weeks, someone buys me Nikes. I predicted the future, all because I knew somebody was going to buy me Nikes, but they didn't know. Yeah, well, Azazel was the weapons. He taught people how to make weapons and technology, allegedly, and stuff. I don't know. There's so much theories that can't be proven, but religious people think it's big baby Jesus. I can't wait. I seen this video of this lady was saying that people ain't brown, that there's no such thing as the color brown, that it's orange. And then she says, you guys are gingers. And if you rearrange the word ginger, you get what? I was like, damn, she said, you guys are gingers. And I'm like, is she calling them, switching the words around, if you get what I'm saying?
Oh my.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, because you know how people do like code words for online. I know what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I was like, whoa.
That's weird as hell, man. Hey, I don't want to interrupt your flow, Charles, but I got like 10 minutes before I can go into this place before they open. And you're talking about the teeth and frequency earlier, and I only caught like you saying a little bit about dentists or whatever keeping teeth, and I think there's a thread with that you should definitely follow, bro. And to go along with that, there was someone I was listening to online here. I mentioned him a lot on streams. He owns a supplement company. It's pretty high end. I would say high quality, but that's besides the point. He has a podcast and shit, and he talks about certain topics, and he was actually talking about oral health, and he was kind of approaching it with an esoteric kind of spiritual aspect, because you know, you're talking about the frequency and the energy within the teeth. This dude was saying that when he was doing his plant medicine journeys or trips or sessions, ceremonies, that after a while he started getting to a point where during these psychedelic or you know plant medicine experiences, he would always start feeling something within his teeth, that there was something there, um, that really wasn't being you know touched on or acknowledged by general society or just the individual. And I've even seen um, some things talking about you know the correlation between oral health and like posture and other parts of your body, which honestly like that's not far-fetched because everything is connected. So it's like if one thing is off in a way with your posture, that can affect another thing within your body, even if it's subtly, you know, and takes years for you to notice. There's still this congruency between everything within your body, and we tend to forget that, you know, even the teeth, there's something mystical and magical energetically going on there that's not been
Same
really
thing with
fully
the
tapped
bones.
into.
The bones, too. Like, what do they make piano
Yeah.
keys out of? A bone. Not all of them, but mostly they're made out of elephant tusks.
Well, you know, what do they depict witch doctors of, you know, having worn or wearing, or like different shamans? They'll have like what, bone in their nose and their septum, or they'll have some type of necklace with bones on it, right? Or like divining bones, you know, where you like toss them like dice or whatever the fuck that is. I know there's a couple different forms of that, but
They
yeah, you're
use
completely right.
they use bones for like rituals too. I seen a video yesterday. It was called Grave Robbers for. It was a VHS tape from the '90s. Somebody found. I forgot the title of it. It's called Grave Robbers for something. Idiots or I don't know. But the dude
Yeah.
said he digs up graves and people buy the bones for witchcraft and shit. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, that would make sense, honestly, as like a kind of weird niche black market thing. That it exists. It's obscure, but it definitely exists for sure. Uh, Black market of like selling fucking people's bones. Yeah, that shit's weird, man. And it also makes me think of the catacombs over in Europe and France. And then, you know, what would, you know, if we're gonna follow what we're saying here, what would that entail, or what would that mean if there's all these, you know, like it's a whole
Yeah, they said
structure,
that was from a
basically.
plague. You know, they said it was from a plague. What plague? The parasites who killed all them people? That was the plague.
Well, it's like they're honoring the plague then. It's like they're not honoring like the people that died or whatever, supposedly. If anything, like make the whole creation of the catacombs, it's very on the face of things, you know, morbid and it's odd. There's definitely something twisted there. You know, I think, you know, you can't, you have to acknowledge that whoever you are, you know, having a whole like underground area built out of people's bones. Like that's some shit out of you know, like a fantasy RPG game or Lord of the Rings shit, you know? Dungeons and Dragons, a whole fucking dungeon underground area made out of bones. Like it says a lot, man. Yeah. You know, and bones are like they represent the core. I mean, obviously there's the blood within the bones, right? But to stick with the bones, they're definitely closer to that core emanation point of what we are. And I know I'm talking physically here, you know, I'm not talking metaphysically, you know, the core of who we are and heart chakra or whatever you want to get into with that. Um, but yeah, it's, you know, the esoteric meaning of, you know, the power within the bones. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that point to it, like we were just saying.
Bones, bones, bones. This screen thing fits perfectly. Yeah, the dude is talking about robbing graves and all this stuff, and he said he used to do it for fun. Then he said around the fourth one, he's like, I got to get something out of this. Maybe I'll share the video. I have more hotspot on Friday, something like that. I'll be able to share the video. I mean, this dude, I don't know, man. He's talking about if you get a grave that's under 50 years old, he's like, just, you know, he's showing how to take the head off the spine without ruining something. And he's like, you could jam your fingers in the eye sockets to do it. And if there's eyes there, just stick them into the brain and all this. I'm like, man, this dude's fucking crazy. Leaving
Yeah, this
people
sounds
alone.
like it sounds like Faces of Death type level stuff where it's like, yeah, VCR era or VHS, I mean, like
Oh, I remember
dark
that. Faces
morbid
of
shit.
Death.
Well, that sounds like on the same level. Is he like showing this shit as he's talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And it's
fucked
on
up.
YouTube at that. Yeah.
Yeah, whose man's is this? Man, yeah. Say no more out here robbing graves for fun. Next thing you know, you're doing it for the black market. Yeah, weirdos out there.
Yeah. It was in the 90s.
Yep.
Share the video next time. Something. show people how, for people who put that mask on, that this world is such, just ignore the evil and life will be great. You can run, but you can't hide. That's how I look at it. Junkie see, junkie do. That's my new saying. Yeah, Faces of Death was brutal. What's up, Faceplant? I hope your mic's working. Yeah, I enjoy some stuff in the Bible and Enoch and all that. There's stuff in there that I could call truth, but they're just books to me. I don't know.
Whatever version we're getting, it's not the original, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was talking to a preacher in Hartford, Connecticut, and I said, "Yeah, the Bible's been changed a bunch of times," and he goes, "Not really." He goes, "It hasn't been changed that many times." And I was like, "Oh, here we go." And, I wasn't gonna argue with the guy, but I said, "Really?"
It's a compilation.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's one of the problems.
Some
so
stuff added
many.
in, some stuff taken out.
Yeah, and I think having a relationship with the source is a personal thing. You can't tell anyone how to have a relationship with the source or within yourself, the creator. You are God. You're a piece of the source, and that's up to you. All these religions are to control and steer you in their direction. That's how I see it.
It's to keep it's to control the livestock. You have to have these livestock in this pen and these livestock in this other pen over here.
But when one day I was walking years ago, and I think I was 19, 18, and I said, "Motherfuckers," I said, "I get it." I said, "That's why Jesus is a sheep herder, because he's herding the sheep." It's right in our face. Jesus he's a sheep herder.
And a fisherman, a fisher of men, and that's
Yeah.
the Mason thing.
That's why they have the guy on the moon with the fishing pole. But that's fishing for souls, I think. Same difference. It's all symbolic stuff too in the Bible. Like when you relate the human body to a lot of these stories, it makes way more sense than all these stories packed with fear. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to church, they're trying to teach you this stuff with fear, to keep you scared, like to keep you coming to that preacher like he has all the answers. The only person that should have answers for you is yourself. But what do I know? I speak for myself. I'm really not speaking for other people.
Well, nature has answers.
Yeah. But a preacher, he could have opinions.
It's telling you what's happening to it in real time.
Yeah, but Mother Nature, that's different than a preacher. Mother Nature does have answers. They have a lot of cures. And, like look at plants. There's plants out there where you could poison the water and everything, and the plants will filter that shit out and keep growing and growing. Plants are fucking remarkable. Look, you get metal in your body, chlorophyll, take it out.
So when the controllers abuse nature, they turn plants against each other, and that's what we got. All these control weeds and trees around, and it's like just by growing, they're poisonous to the other plants around them.
Poison sumac.
the nature's been manipulated. But so now the earth is fighting against itself. The earth is trying to fight, and the real nature is trying to resist, or trying to survive through the manipulation.
Hurricane JW said preachers are too busy smashing wives and taking people's money. That's true. You know, and I got into a little debate with somebody one time about churches helping people. I said when that thing happened in New Orleans, they wouldn't even open the churches for the people, and that's supposed to be the temple of God, even though you are the temple of the creator, the source. But they wouldn't even open the doors for people. And I was like, churches don't do shit for people. Oh yeah, they give out food. Yeah, because people give the church the food. That's the only reason. The church ain't buying food and giving it out. They're taking donations from people and giving it out. And you know, people have said, "Oh, the church helped me pay rent one time," and I'm thinking, what'd you have to do to get that? Because I've asked churches for help and I didn't get shit.
Well, everything the controllers do, like to the land and people, they're taking the resources out of the land and using the people to do that. And a lot of the operations cause all these syndromes, and then they have the solution for all the illnesses that the industry causes, and that's another industry built on top of it. And it looks like, you know, they're doing good against the problems that they're causing, so they're making themselves a whole fucking dynamic out of their nasty. So that's what we're kind of locked into that, right?
Yeah,
we're participating in it.
When this sham semics, this whatever started, the faith healers, pastors dipped and disappeared. You know, there's so many cures that Mother Earth, you know, I'm learning myself. Like the simple things as basil, that I didn't know a lot of this stuff that will keep you from getting the capital C, ANCER.
The oil guys went against that in the 1800s already. They were, so all the universities was geared towards artificial pharmaceuticals, and they're just completely discouraging the natural stuff that you're talking about. That this started in the 1800s.
ODD TV has one of these really, really good videos about pharmacia and all this stuff. And he breaks it down, like Paracelsus and the Caduceus. And one day I'm going to share that video because he did such a good job. There's a lot of people that should be having 2.5 million subs, like Divergent. His information's just so good, and I agree. Like I said, with 95% of what he says, and then the other 5%, I just see things a little different. But he should have his stuff should be promoted. If that stuff was taught in these schools, people would be so smart, or not smart, it'd be intelligent. Sorry.
But if you're talking about solutions, buy the last fucking seeded fruit in the stores, like pears and apples, cherries, peaches, whatever, and keep the seeds and try to grow the trees before they make everything seedless.
But I bought limes, or no, I bought lemons that had seeds in it. I planted them, I germinated it, planted it, and all that grew was a fucking vine. Nothing else. Then some limes I bought had seeds in it, but they were these frail little seeds that look like they'll do nothing. They look like duds. They look like, you know, they're selling us what's the word I'm looking for?
All the produce
shit.
is irradiated. They hit it with a light that basically kills it.
They're giving a sterile fruit, you know? They're shooting duds.
And the lights in the store, some stores, those lights are worse. Just being there, it kind of fucks up the fruits and vegetables under the light in the store.
Who's seen the video talking about apple cider hurricane, JW? I seen a you know, people in the comments were freaking getting on her and calling her dumb, and it was the muscle fibers that hold together the chicken, but she got some chicken allegedly from Walmart. I don't know. And she put it in vinegar and or something, whatever they do to get salmonella and everything out of it. She let it soak like she normally does, and when she went to pull it out, it was all stringy. And she was going on to say that's the lab-grown stuff, but people were eating her up in the comments, calling her dumb. And that's about it.
Yeah, just before I quit meat about 6 years ago, I was noticing the chickens and beef and pork, everything, that especially the chickens, were really weird.
Yep.
The bones were huge, and it had like tons of cartilage in it, and there's like hardly any meat because the bone was so huge. It's weird.
We could be eating cat. What can you produce at a fast rate? Cats, dogs, something that has 9 or 10 each litter. You know, they could be mass producing them animals and just giving us that. Because think about it. How do you mass produce beef? You know, there ain't that many cows.
Chuck, what they do with the beef is, they take the male calves and they snip their nuts, and then they put an implant behind their ear that puts hormones into them just so they eat. To eat, because they got this thing. Like, you can see it. It's a thing on the outside, and it's implanted behind their ear, and it just makes them keep eating. So they grow like in like a few months. Then you got a whole fucking cow ready for slaughter. A steer. It's called a steer. When it's a baby, it has his nuts pinched, and then it makes it grow faster or something for meat. But they're constantly giving them needles, antibiotics and whatever, hormones.
Yeah. Well, who knows what they're truly putting in all that stuff. This is for educational purposes or entertainment. I don't give no advice. We're just speaking on conversations and stuff that we read off Google articles. But it's just, to me, it's obvious that stuff isn't like it used to be. Especially the fruit and vegetables, man. Like, I'll never forget when I was seeing freaking cherries, and I think it was January, and I'm like, son, what the hell? Like, this cherries that's like the one fruit that I know is seasonal, and watermelon and melon, period. And now it's 365 days all year round. You can get it.
Some of it comes from South America.
Yeah, but still, it's still seasonal. I remember.
Their seasons are opposite in South America, so you get mangoes in the summer, right?
Yeah, but still, it was still a seasonal thing. And I remember certain months you couldn't get certain fruits, and I couldn't wait until those months came because I love melon. But now I won't even touch melon. One time I bought this melon and it wasn't sweet. I remember it used to be sweet. The watermelon too. The watermelon with no black seeds aren't sweet. It's mostly white. It's miscolored. It's just trash. All the fruit just tastes, you know, maybe to the new generations, they don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
But in the
seedless oranges,
90s,
they're
fruit was
terrible.
better, man. All of it's terrible. And it ain't going to change until we step up. You know, I'm sick and tired of people leaning on politicians to do something. Don't people know by now? They haven't changed anything, fixed anything, and they're not gonna. They're no help. They're all chosen to be in them positions for a reason. Politicians, religions, all that is trash. It's not going to fix anything. The only way things will be fixed is if we step up and say enough's enough. We got to bankrupt these rich people. We got to stop buying their shit. And yeah, I know you're going to have to take a few steps back. It's going to be a little struggle. If you come from the struggle, you could prepare better. If we have to take a few steps back to reroute, you know, sometimes you got to go backwards a few steps to reroute and move forward. But I'm willing to take steps back to reroute and move forward. Huh.
It's sunrise here now, 10 after
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, the sun came up like 2 hours ago here, 2.5. Yeah, the clouds were better, Hurricane JW in the 90s. I remember the clouds were puffy. And, it almost feels like I'm in a new dimension, a new hell, because the fruit, the vegetables, the clouds. Like I showed the videos with the guy was talking about cleanse your body from the metals. I said this a year and a half ago. I was like, because I was riding the bus looking at those towers, and then for some reason I heard somebody say the chemtrails and all that are connected, and I was thinking, I was like, there's allegedly there's aluminum, strontium, barium, all of this stuff, and I thought about what if we put that in a microwave? I said that's not a pretty sight because I've done it. It starts to like do fireworks and like so. I was thinking if that's in our body and they use heavy microwave signals, it's gonna cook everyone. And when with the metals in the body, it's gonna do some damage. And then what do I know? A year and a half later, 2 years, I forgot how long ago I said that. It was a while ago. I see that video and the guy that I played it the other day, and I said I knew it. And I'm not saying. I'm saying I knew it because he's on the same frequency as me. But
This
people
phone
could
makes
say
it
that
dizzy
ain't true.
when you're close to it.
Peace, mindful exposures. Well, the day people got solutions, man, and people are ready to come together, they know they can depend on Chuck. I'm always ready. I always would stay in my ground. You know, I faced death a few times, so if they wanted to chop my head off, I'll instantly be like, well, this is what you wanted. It's time to lose your dome piece. What would I rather do? Live on my knees, kissing their ass, or who knows what else they'll want you to kiss, or just die, be free? I think I would choose to be free. No, I don't think. I know I would choose to be free. Let me rephrase that. I'd rather die than live on my knees. There's a picture of this statue of a kid praying, and it's got a preacher standing over him. And where the kid's head is, it looks like something weird's going on, if you know what I mean. I'm going to take a picture of it. And I've seen a lot of these statues in Christian churches, Catholic churches, and it looks like the person's giving them dome. I'm like, yo, that don't look right. And he's got the guy's like, you know, the preacher put their hand on your head when you're praying and shit, standing up. Well, he's doing this while the person's kneeling in the statue. And it looks a little suspect. I've seen these statues everywhere. Like, I always knew there was something wrong with these churches and stuff. The diddlers. Peace, Yeti Life. They're the child diddlers.
Yeah, it's instructions, like the statues and instructions for the preacher. What's worse is that cartoons on TV in the morning for the kids is unbelievable how perverted it is. Yeah, it's really sneaky.
I used to,
especially the Canadian ones.
I used to joke around and say that in the church, the preacher got caught, or the Catholic Church, I forgot what you call them people. A guy got caught giving them, and when the people walked in and caught him, he was like, "Oh no, I'm praying, and I'm giving blessings." That's what the preacher said. He's praying and I'm giving blessings. That's why when you pray, you get on your knee, you kneel down. That's how that was started. They had to come up with an excuse when they got caught real fast. When my grand passed away, I went into the Catholic Church, man, and they're kneeling, standing, until I got tired of it after the second time. I said, fuck this shit. He's walking around with his incense and doing his witchcraft and shit. And crazy stuff. They worship Jesus upstairs and Satan downstairs. Truthfully, I don't believe neither of them exist. And it's based off of two things: good and evil, that duality, and lower spectrum light and higher spectrum light, light and energy. That's what they symbolize. Satan, we're all Satan in the material world, which is lower vibrating light. And Jesus comes back in the spirit from above, because that's where our soul and energy goes. Because it's no longer anchored down by the material flesh. Boo! Yeah, I said that was funny. I said, you know, people put all their problems on Jesus. And to be sarcastic, I said, don't you have enough problems? They nailed the man to the cross. Now you're going to put all your problems on Jesus. Leave that man alone. What did some lady say? She said, somebody was trying to attack her, and she was like, "The blood of Christ," and I'm like, "Damn, now they want the blood from Christ." Oh shit.
I think we think about Jesus too much.
Yeah,
Good or
Jesus,
bad, either way. You know, just talking
Julius
about it.
Caesar.
Just talking about it gives it legs.
Yep. And that's why, as long as I'm alive, I keep all the people that passed away. I keep them alive. I keep their name. I think that's when it's a possibility when you stop. How could I put it? Like Jesus, people give all their energy to this Jesus character. You know, if you read the book, right, the Bible, and you compare it to the system, they both have the pyramid scheme. You know, God at the top, and then it goes down, just like the system. It's all one to me. Damn right, boy. I sold out for a measly $10. They got me with a 360 deal. They own 99.9% of anything I do. I needed that $10. You know, people say the G, right? You could align that symbol with the woman in the G spot in the woman. So today was a good day. Yeah, where's my picture, man, about hip hop in the 90s compared to music today? So I think Hurricane will get a kick out of this picture. Let me pull it up. This is what we need to worry about. This right here. This picture. Oh yeah, I know where this is. Boop. There we go. Watch this, Hurricane. JW. Kids growing up in the 90s music, and then kids growing up on today's rap. So funny. Do, 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 do. So here you go, boy. Here's some old pictures from I forgot where this one is. I don't know where this is. I don't think any of these are in Europe or Deutschland. Like who? Nobody produces stuff like this building right here. This is my mansion. There's no windows in that freaking thing either. What, that picture, Hurricane? You screenshotted it? You could screenshot it and then crop it so it'll blow up. That's what I do. If I can't if I can't download stuff, I'll screenshot it and then crop it. Well, I guess Faceplant and Crystals are finished. Hey, what's your link to Hurricane JW? What's your link to Band Labs again? So I can send you mine through there. I don't know if you write rhymes and stuff, but trying to do work with people in the community. To people want to put a 40-second verse down, or I already got Sir Drop and this guy Frenchie Kush and my friend. Let's see what they can do in an amount of time. Cause all my shit, I could do it within an hour. I could put my verse down and do my ad libs, and whatever. I like Band Lab for the fact that you can work with someone in another state through the, you know, on the track, and I also want to get someone that sings to sing a verse, a hook. And then I have an idea. Yeah, if you want, Hurricane, put your link to Band Lab. I know you put it before, but I can't find it. Why? Mindful Exposures. You write music? Peace, Olsen Yummy. I think I'm going to put down a verse today. I'm feeling a little motivated today. The guitar? Huh. OTW plays instruments too. So does Renegade 1. Oh, there it is. Band Lab. Hurricane 88. Cool. Let me see if I can find mine. And I'll put mine in the chat. That song that I play that says you are feeling sleepy. I need a verse for that and a hook. Um, I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna make it longer. I'm gonna put another verse on there, and then I'm gonna put a hook, and that's it. Doo-doo. Come on, load, load, load. Here we go. I wonder if I can upload this beat. Wonder how I do this. Trying to figure out how to right. Okay. This is mine, Hurricane. Wow, that ain't difficult to remember either. I hope I could go back into this beat. I'm gonna be pissed if I can't. Where's the beat? Whew. Okay. Hold on. Where the hell's my beats? Uh-oh. No, I don't care about no T Grizzly. Here we go. I wish I could play this beat, man. Wait. Oh no. Maybe I could. Let me see if I could upload this beat. It's instrumental. I think I effed up. I hope I could go back into it. My bad. I had to get this beat going here. Now I got it, so I could. Let's see if people could write to this beat.
Our bodies are given life in the midst of nothingness. Existing where there is nothing is the meaning of the phrase, form is emptiness. That all things are provided for by nothingness is the meaning of the phrase, emptiness is form. One should not think that these are two separate things.
Can I be your?
That's the beat I'm working on. I'm gonna put my verse to it today. In the intro was a piece from Ghost Dog. It's a movie that came out with Forrest Whitaker and the RZA from Wu-Tang. The name of it is The Way of the Samurai, or Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. And the book he's reading from is called, shit, I forgot the name. Forgot Yakakua or some Japanese name. Yeah, Ghost Dog is a classic hurricane, you know that. That's why I put that part in the intro. There's other good parts, but they already were used in the soundtrack. So I had to pick one that I liked that wasn't used. And I have to lower the beat too in the intro part. I'm going to have to chop that off, the beat, and then lower it, put his voice a little higher because I didn't realize the beat is kind of over his voice. I don't like that. Yeah, I put my band lab is at Chuck860. That's mine. Simple. At Chuck CHUCK 860. So if people got band lab and they want to work on a project with me, that's the best way to do it. Like I was recording my verses and sending them a cappella to Surdrop. One of them came out good, the other one was decent, but one of them I don't like. And I'm not blaming Drop. It's just the way we were doing it. So to work on BandLab is so much better. And I hated BandLab when I first tried it. But I just figured out how to use everything, man, and I like it. I'm hooked on it. Trying to get my friend, he lives down near the shoreline. And I want him to do a verse. But he's the type of person that procrastinates. And oh man, we're too old to be doing that. Or I don't care how old I am. There's no age restriction on writing music. Why, there's kinks? What type of kinks? Like in that part, I need a verse for this song right here too, Hurricane. I was gonna leave it the way it is, but I'm gonna add a verse to it on this right here. I think this is it.
There's a devil and an angel in my head.
The school system costs children, kids as baby sheep. You better wake the fuck up or forever sleep. You don't need bars to be in prison. Not that one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon. Nope, not that one either. I think it's this one. Oh my god. Yep, this one. Check it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You are feeling sleepy. Under deep hypnosis, I'm the composer, master of the opus. Mind on cruise control, lost all focus. Puppet masters love pull. So that's that beat. And then this beat. These are the two
Our
tracks.
bodies are given life in the midst of
I think Frenchie
nothingness.
Kush is supposed to get on this beat.
Existing where there is nothing is the meaning of the phrase, form is emptiness. That all things are provided.
And I like that beat too, man. That beat's tough. I'm gonna tear that beat down. It's gonna be like swinging swords. One thing I like about BandLab is you can download the beat. Say you put something together and you put the intro in. You could line up the chorus and give the person a certain pocket time that you could download that part and then go reopen it and go back into that file and add the verses when person, that's one thing that's dope about it. And I didn't know that when I first downloaded it. I had to figure that out on my own. So nobody's coming up today. That's cool. I got some you speak truth, you get the fluoride stare like this. Huh? Man, nothing beats these old maps. Now, what the hell happened to all these islands? There's so many islands on this map. But in today's map, they don't exist. That's the odd part. Well, hopefully somebody will get on. I have other instrumentals too, and if people have instrumentals and they want to use one of them, send it to me. Email, ask me. I'll definitely write a verse in no time. Peace, maggot. I don't know why I keep thinking about that troll. You know, when he said my mother don't love me, I said, no wonder he's here. Nobody loves him. It's not funny. No wonder he's miserable. But yeah, I want to find out about this Trump stuff and what's going on. You know, some people seem to think that Trump is president now, and I've seen pictures of soldiers with the Trump face on their uniforms. And what people don't realize is you can't put just anything on your uniform. Everything's a code. You can't just put a fucking New York Giants patch or Obama's face on your military uniform. That's a no-no. But when they went to Maui, the soldiers had Trump's face on their uniform. Now, I don't know if that was a sign of F. Biden or what, but I'm going to watch that video again to screenshot it. I wish I could fucking share my screen, man. I'll play a video right now. Fortunately, I can't find no other way. I tried to use Bluetooth. Don't work that way for internet, which it should. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to reset. See what happens. What has everyone got planned for their fun-filled Wednesday? Bing bong. There's this rapper. His name is Nems. He's from Coney Island, New York, and he has this "Don't ever disrespect me." So this guy had something was wrong with his eyes, and he goes, "Yo, bro, you got blue eyes." And the dude looks at him, and he goes, "One eye blue this way, and the other eye blue that way." And the dude's eyes are crooked. I fell out, man. I'm gonna save that little part, man. It's so hilarious. The dude was laughing his ass off because it was funny. He's like, "Bro, you got blue eyes. One blue this way and one eye blue that way." People were fucking crying. Christopher Hauser, UCC-1. He just dropped a new video. The golden ticket. Yeah, sure. So you think Mark Trump has remained president? I don't know. I got a picture of proof that these people are wearing masks. It's fucking boring up here by myself. I'll probably just end it at 2 hours. I'll ramble on for a little bit more. And then fruit grown over the Tropic of Capricorn comes in for Christmas. 3 times the money. Yeah, I still see, like, I want to try dragon fruit. Now, the dragon fruit they have here looks nothing like the dragon fruit in the Philippines, I think it's from. I haven't seen anything like it. Where you peel, and it has the white with little black dots all over it. It reminds me of kiwi fruit, but different colors. Kiwi fruit is very good for you. But if people like would do some research, look at all the fruits in the Philippines and over there. They have fruits I've never seen in my life. So what you're just like bananas. There's bananas with big seeds in them. Like, my mind was blown on a lot of this shit. A lot of stuff we eat is genetically modified. That's horrible, man. Sick and tired of the government. But we're outnumbered. The people that are sick and tired and want to change, we're outnumbered by the sleepwalking zombies who have to be pampered. Yeah, dragon fruit. I don't know if I've eaten it before. I most likely have, but it didn't look like, I might be mistaking some fruit for the other fruit, but I got a picture, I think. Hold on. Dragon fruit reminds me of kiwi, like I said. Yeah, I do. I got a picture of it. Hold on. Ooh, yep, I got a picture right here. So this right here, you can see the dragon fruit in the bottom right. It has the white with the black dots, the seeds. Look at sour sop. Never heard of that. Plums, cherries, peaches, grapes. Wait a minute. Them berries. Ackee. Is that the name of that? Ackee berries? That's in Jamaica, I think. Avocado is disgusting, but it's good for you. I would eat it just because I know the body needs it, but to eat it all the time, no, I can't do it. There's no flavor to it. To me, it's like, I don't know, man. There's no sweetness or stuff. It's just like bland. Strawberries, pomegranate. I've heard of all that stuff. Dragon fruit is recently new to me. They have that section in the store I go to, and they have fruit from all over the world. And those giant coconuts that are green is new to me also. I've heard that those coconuts, you can get the best water out of them. So I'm gonna buy one and try it out. Because I drink coconut water twice a month from the coconut. What I have to do is get me a blender so I could take the coconut stuff and grind it down and squeeze, make coconut milk, and use that for coffee. Because I'm pretty much gonna stop. I'm gonna try to stop cheese. I like cheese, but it's detrimental to the body. From what I hear, I don't know how true that is. And milk from a cow, I've always thought something was wrong with that. You know, the moron who was sucking on cow boobies has issues. Hey Johnny, I tried something new today. Come with me over to see. Let's suck on this cow boob. Pronounced ka. Kai. Because I know Ackee, I thought that was fish, if I'm not mistaken. Jamaica. Ackee. I used to watch this guy. He had a YouTube channel with this Jewish guy who was from Canada. He used to fly down to Jamaica, and they had a big popular channel. I forgot the dude's name, but they stopped. They had, what was the dude's name? It's at the tip of my brain. I know people have seen his channel. And the guy he would take the dude to the jungle, and you know, he was growing, he had banana trees and plantain and all this stuff. The Jamaican guy lived in the mountain. And, you know, forgot the guy's name. But I'll get his name and write it down because I'm pretty sure people have seen this channel. But I used to like to watch it to see the different kinds of food Jamaicans eat, because if you study the way Jamaicans live in the mountains, they're healthy, cut up. They're just healthy. They drink spring water from the mountain. I mean, you know, they grow their own food. And who wouldn't want to live like that? If I had the opportunity to go to Jamaica and learn their their I don't know what to call it, culture, customs, whatever label people want to use, their ways of life, would be awesome. You know, it's just some countries you got to be careful, because they find out you're American, they will cut your head off. We have to pay the we have to pay for the We get the repercussions for what the government has done to other countries. They'll take it out on us. And in reality, I don't blame them. Don't take it out on Chuck, though. I'm with you. I'll never forget when Bush did his speech. He would be like, "We're going after the terrorists." And I'm thinking, bro, go after yourself. Huh. That's another thing. I use that slide a mirror in front of you, and that troll said that. So he's somebody that either A, watches my videos frequently, he could be somebody that has come up here before. Because he mentioned that. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this live in another 10 minutes because no one's coming up, and I'm not going to ramble on for hours. Let me check the chat. They got nail guns for what? Well, I know what they're for, but why did you bring that up, maggot? Hail Odin? Before I raise anyone else up, I'm raising myself up. Let's see. What up, boy? Not resolutions, solutions. What are you going to work on for yourself? And it don't have to be New Year's to work on something. I'm going to let my beard grow. Oh, thank you, Yeti Life. Shit, sometimes I annoy myself when I ramble. You know, it'd be nice if there was a group of people that... There's this guy on YouTube, man. Oh, he was building... Sorry for the noise, I was going down the stairs. He was building a cabin in the woods. And, some channel said he was on the run, but I don't really care about that. If he paid the game and life or whatever, he was ended up on military property. So they made him take it down, make it look like he was never there. That was his punishment. But by him doing all that and showing that's what he wants to do is live off the grid, there was a guy that owned crazy amounts of acres. Well, to me, it's crazy amounts. To others, and he was a fan of the guy, and he let him come live on his land and build himself a cabin and all that. Good for that dude, man. That's dope. Do-do-do. Come on. It's actually pretty nice today. If I had the opportunity to live in the woods, I would jump on it. Fuck the city, I'm tired of it. My first opportunity to leave Connecticut, I'm on it. My bad. Well, if no one comes up in 5 minutes, I'm ending this. Probably end it sooner, actually. I've talked